Hello everyone. Glad to be part of this event. I'm also glad that the market, as we see, not just from last 2-3 years, but rather from the last 10 years, has been moving from a typical generalist approach to a specialist approach. See, we need to look at from strategy perspective, not just as a bookish term, but in practical world. Whom are we targeting? Our typical buyer is Gen X, millennial, as well as a Gen Z. So typically, you're from your 80s to your 20s, right from a decision maker to an influencer. So the market is moving at a rapid pace, and so is the expectations of the clients. Customer behavior and their impact on the product planning, market research, as well as the sales strategy has become very, very important. The way we see, as I said, that market is moving from a generalist to a specialist role. A lot of developers now trying to define their niche and see that which kind of segment they want to cater to. Similarly, in our segment, whether it is a mandate partner or other service provider, they are looking at customer persona and designing product as per the requirement. Coming to the market and the change which it has seen in the last 3-4 years, especially post COVID, is that customer choice has been evolving very fast. The strategy or the product which was working just barely 6 months back, it has evolved. It is changing. What was working in a typical, Balewadi market was working also in Karadi market. But now the product and the sales strategy is, right from a copy-paste model, is moving to a more original approach, is what I see. And similarly, a lot of trends are also coming in place. I would not want to comment on the tech which is yet in the nascent stage, whether it is artificial intelligence or ML or there is a lot of buzzword around it. But I see that it has been implemented in the developed markets, probably a market like Dubai. So it has been implemented well, but I would want to focus more on the fundamentals. Fundamentals being the nature of real estate industry is such that we are selling product, but at the same time services is an important aspect. So, and that's what forms the crux of customer experience. Our customer today is very, very savvy. He's traveled. If you look at the segments, customer segments from Gen Z, Gen X to millennials, they are aspirational, they are choosy. At the same time, they are connected and they are demanding. So right from a product planning perspective to sales strategy, this psychology plays a very important role, and we need to segment the customer properly. The customer segmentation becomes very, very important. And similarly, data-driven decision making also is very crucial. How you are analyzing the customer behavior right from a lead gen to post sales typically, and as well as the from services aspect of it, the hospitality part has become very, very important. We are seeing a lot of better sales office coming in place, whether it is Pune as a market or other markets like Bangalore, Mumbai, where we see better sales office, and we are not calling it sales office, we are calling it experience center. There is a reason we are calling that. So that plays a very, very important role, because fundamentally customer is buying a product, but service aspect becomes very, very crucial. How he feels about the product when he sees a teaser, when he sees the revealer, when he discover about the product on a digital platform, and when he actually enters the site. So the entire customer experience, is very, very crucial from that perspective. I would also want to highlight on the lot of small tech aspect. Maybe I see that it's also moving from a typical approach which was there of spray and pray in the marketing side or in the sales side. And I see that it's moving from spray and pray to point and shoot approach, where I see more brilliant minds are coming, better companies are coming, better teams are coming in the sales and marketing side, and who know their customer well, who know how to target them. And that's for the betterment of the industry, because we have a lot of quality supply coming in place, especially post unified. So, and customer, as I said, is very demanding. So it's very, very imperative that the communication, the positioning, the overall experience is very, very important, and how we put the best of the product across in front of the customer is very crucial. So I feel market needs more original thinkers, and few companies are doing quite a better job. Yeah.
I want to pick up something from what the gentleman said, and my segue into that is a follow-on, which says, if I look at print and I look at most advertising on real estate, I've seen, I could change the name and do /name change, and it's pretty much the same. To your point about hard hitting, what about the customer? You guys and all the salespeople are the front face of who's talking to the customer. I think the comparison with automobiles, at the risk of being immodest, is apples to oranges. You've got a evolved, standardized or near standardized product, with an equally standardized offering, services led. We don't have that in real estate. Forget the product. We don't even have standards beyond. We don't have standardization of finishing items. So my point is, how do we bridge that? I think GST and RERA has only bridged a part of what I call trust deficit. How does marketing and advertising and all you great people, how do you bridge that trust deficit by showing developers and people like us the mirror and saying standardize, customize, front-facing customer? How do we do that?
If you don't mind, I will.
Whoever wants to take, including Abhishek, whoever wants to take that question.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like your views as well.
So, perfect question, and I kept thinking about it. So, as in the earlier discussion, I mentioned, sir, that we should take inspiration from our, much more evolved counterparts, industry counterparts. Automotive could be one, and the other industries. For that, I definitely feel that we need better talent in real estate on the marketing side. So talent is one aspect where one can be more intelligent, and for that you need to consider that your customer is also very intelligent. Price-driven marketing, or maybe you are right. I mean, it's so cluttered world as far as real estate marketing is concerned. सब कुछ एक जैसा ही दिखता है. तो you were right, and we also feel the same in our team. We keep discussing that how do we break that clutter, whether it is through communication, through the approach. Don't get into that typical 6-7%, 10% ROI milega, or if you talk about a commercial project, you talk about a residential project, all communications are same, almost same. With due respect, there are a few better players who are doing this, but as far as the nature of real estate industry is concerned, standardization is required, and study of the product, study of the consumer, and then aligning both is important. Definitely we need much more better talent as far as advertising or marketing is concerned. At the end of the day, if you look at the typical, say, mobile phone manufacturer, if you remember, one of the Chinese player came up with flash sales, where the phones were, getting sold out in 5-10 seconds. Similar kind of concept is being implemented in real estate since last 2-3 years, 4 years. So look at iPhone, or look at any mobile phone or any automotive segment. So yeah, I feel that your question is bang on. We need to be more intelligent as far as our advertising is concerned, and for that, better data analytics, better understanding at the grassroots level is needed, and maybe better talent moving from other industries to real estate. This will basically help us in the long run.
Thank you so much, sir.
I hope that answers your question.
You want to add?